Hi there. Thanks for joining me again today. I hope you're getting ready to take a little mini vacation looking at one of these beautiful vocalises of Bordogni. This is number 12. This one is different, and I think it's a good idea to go back and think, if you were a singer, how would you relate to this? What problems would it cause? And if you have any ability to sing, which most people do, even though they might not want to do it in public, then you should try singing this. You don't have to do it in public. You can do it just for yourself. But the whole idea is, what can I notice from doing this? And this is what I notice when I listen to my students sing, which I encourage them to do. There's a tendency for trumpet players to hold on to every note. We hold on with our lips, and when we sing, we tend to hold on with the vocal cords in the same way. So the phrase that my students have heard a lot is, you sing like a trumpet player. And that's because, I'll try and imitate it, it's something like this. So in this etude, if you're looking at the music, I'm going to do it a little slowly. I'm going, and that's not how a singer would be trained to do this. They'd be trained to sing one, When you do that, you can't actually do it. You can't do it unless you're supporting, the air is being supported, and the air is supporting your vocal cords and the resonance in your body. When you support the vocal cords, then they're free to vibrate and they can move very easily. And it's exactly the same way with this little area of the lip that's vibrating. So when we kind of tighten down on it, we get that, and I'm not making fun of anybody here, we've all been there. I was going to say we get that beginning brass player effect, where the sound is kind of stuffy. Until we've kind of pinched it off. And that you can do the same thing with your voice. You can tighten it off. So let's pay attention to what we want. Ringing like a bell. Perfect freedom of vibration. No constraint. No impingement, right? Freedom. So if you can keep that freedom of the sound all the way through this, you're doing really well. Okay, let me go ahead and play. And this is a longer one, it's 2 pages. And again, I didn't practice this one, I'm just kind of reading through it today, so we'll see if I get all the way through. If something occurs to me, I might interrupt myself, and please forgive if I don't play all the way through, but I'll try, I'll see what I can do. Let's do a performance here. That's kind of a fun one. Now, most players, once you've learned your scales, here's the E flat major scale, you're just playing up and down scales here. So most players of whatever capability and level you're at, in terms of your skills playing the trumpet, you should be able to play this. But there are challenges. And the first one I already mentioned is that continuous tone as you're changing. And there are a few spots where agility is important as well. You have some grace notes. There are always details to work out. But the basis of it is just simple, continuous, vocal, resonant tone production. And a great way to practice this, I use this all the time, and I'm sure I'm going to mention it a lot because I find it so effective for me. I call it, where are you? And so if you're just playing along and you're having fun and it seems to be going well, and just randomly pick a spot or choose a spot where you're going to stop, not stop, it's the wrong note, wrong phrase, where you're going to sustain the note. Instead of moving on through the note, you're going to sustain the note. And that gives you a chance to listen to it. Where would be a good place to do this in this etude? Yeah, okay, for me, this would be about bar 70 or so. You've been going along, it's mezzo piano, and then you make a change to piano, and then back up to mezzo forte. So I want to find out how I'm doing in the low register, because for me, I grew up trying to play higher, faster, and louder, and and as a result of working on that, I got pretty good at it, but I sacrificed my lower register. And I'm still working at playing, with more beauty, more natural balance in the low register. For me, it's easier on some instruments than on others. On this particular horn, not so much. So that's what I'm going to work on. So as I get to this spot, I can play the note, I can play it relatively in tune, I can play it with a pretty good sound, but there's something there that just doesn't feel, I'm going da da, I don't have the balance of the resonance that I'm looking for there. And now that may seem really picky to you, but remember our goal from the beginning. Freely vibrating, resonant tone, free tone all the time. So if the tone doesn't sound free or feel free, pause, sustain, listen, observe, where am I? And let your body find that tone again. It's one of the best things you can do when especially when you're playing fast things and you're just kind of, hurtling down the mountainside, so to speak. You need to freeze frame and say, okay, what's going on in that single frame? Is there tension or is there fluidity? I'll give you an example. I think most of you will understand this. If you're watching those instant replays in super slow motion from like football games, American football games. So a running back is carrying the ball and he's hit and he fumbles the ball. So they slow it down to frame by frame, and they're shooting these on great cameras so they can do these super slow motion stuff, right? You'll notice that no matter what's happening, what frame you're on, with a great athlete, everything always looks smooth. So that's what we're working for all the time too. And these lyrical etudes are a great place to do that. So I hope this gives you a little sense of direction in terms of what to pay attention to, what to listen for, and what to work on in your playing. And I hope to see you for the next installment of the lyric etudes, the lyric vocalises by Bordogni. Have a good day and enjoy your practice. Bye-bye.